Hi everybody, this is Anne with the Heritage Alliance and the Chester Inn Museum, and we're actually here in the parlor of the Chester Inn State Historic Site and Museum to bring a cool artifact to this video. In the past we've been featuring artifacts that are on display in the museum, but for this one we wanted to go into storage and pull out something really fun and cool to highlight and demonstrate. So what we've got here is an Addometer. And we have one of these in our collection from a local gas station, and we'll talk about that gas station a bit later. But this obviously is a calculator, a pre-electronic, pre-battery operated calculator. It's manually operated. And these were made by the Reliable Typewriter and Addy Machine Company out of Chicago, Illinois. And they were in production from the early 1900s to the 1960s. And what's really going to replace these are, of course, your smaller battery-operated calculators that people still use today if you don't use your phone as your calculator. But what's really cool about this one is we pretty much have all the parts. We have the handy-dandy carrying case for the Addometer. It came with all of its paperwork. You've got your sheet here that warns you not to use the machine before reading the directions. And two, we have our directions right here that tell you how you can use the machine to add, subtract, and multiply. The one part we're missing is the stylus. And the stylus was like a steel piece that helped you turn the gears to get your equations. And it lived down here in this little hole on the Addometer. Sadly, it is gone, but we've discovered you can use a pin to achieve the same effect and turn the gears. And then this little, slidey piece here would actually clear out the numbers back to 0 after you had done your problem. And there at the top, you have an 11-inch standard ruler. So there are multiple uses here for the Addometer, and we're going to show you guys how to use this one. This Addometer was used by Hugh Harriman Campbell, known as Spoolie. He owned the Hermitage Gas Station on Boone Street in Jonesborough. The Campbell family also operated the Washington Hotel, and this Addometer was given to the museum by Spoolie's son, George Robert Campbell.
So now we're going to show you how to add with the Addometer for basic addition. So the numbers on the inside, or the big numbers, are used for addition. So if we're going to do 10 plus 4, first we have to get 10 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it's moved over a place value, so you can see that the 1 and the 0, 10. But you still need to add 4 more to it. So then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have 14, or 10 plus 4. Now to clear it, you pull out this slide right here. What about subtraction? The numbers on the outside, or the small ones, are used for subtraction. First, you need to get up to the number you're going to subtract from. So I'm going to do 14 minus 9. First, I need to get up to 14. So I just move this until there's a 1 in the tens and a 4 in the ones. But now I need to take away 9. So I'm going to go counterclockwise, starting right here at the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you have 5 as the answer for 14 minus 9. Again, to clear it, you just have to pull the slide out and back in.
So we covered addition and subtraction, but what about multiplication? So unfortunately we have the directions. Directions for multiplying. Multiplication is very similar to addition, and on the Addometer, it follows almost the same method that is used in multiplying mentally. The rule for multiplying any number is to add the number as many times as is denoted by the figure in each column of the multiplier, and for each figure in the multiplier, the amount to be multiplied must be moved one place to the left.
How do you do multiplication on the Addometer? Well, multiplication is just repeated addition, so it's basically the same thing. I want to do 5 times 4. So first, I need to get to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the first time out of 4. Then I need to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the second time out of 4. The third time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third out of 4. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our answer, 20. Now to clear, I'm going to just slide this back as I always do. The Hermitage Gas Station, which was modeled after the Hermitage in Nashville, stood at roughly 100 Boone Street. The Hermitage Gas Station stood until 1950-ish and then was torn down and rebuilt. Today, the location is the home to the Posey Shop.
So now that you know how to use the Addometer, hopefully it inspires you to go out and get one of your own. And you know more about this particular one and why we have it in our collections at the museum, the family connection it has, and the business connection it has. And should you acquire an Addometer of your own, because they're still out there, you can find them. You know how to use it now, and as the reliable typewriter company would say, wishing you much pleasure in its use.